Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona, folks. Today we've got Michigan International Speedway. Last time we were there, we were in the Chevy Camaro, and it didn't treat us very well. So we are now in the Toyota Camry, and hopefully that makes all the difference in this race. Nothing else to say. Let's get out there and run it. I can be faster than everybody, but I just tightened the car up and didn't test it. All right, here we go. Qualifying lap now underway. I'm just looking for the back end to not be as, well, kind of that way, but we'll see. I'm telling you, my tires are still cold. I also kind of bounced off the wall right here as I was looking at something else for a moment, and I was dumb. It's all right. Oh, see, it felt a lot better here. Hang on to it. We'll drop down onto the apron just to get as much out of it as we can. Yeah, 28 or 38.3. It's good enough. Should be. Boom. Time to win a race. Been few and far between with these big tracks.
This is the Michigan International Speedway, home to the automobile industry and some great competition. If you like 3 and 4 wide racing, then Michigan's your track. This 2-mile tri-oval allows for great action with its high banks and wide surface. Located just outside the Motor City, drivers are always hoping to put on a great show for the auto industry here.
Awesome. It's go time, folks.
The race is going green. There's the green flag.
Hold on 1 second, please.
Car high.
Why are they faster than me? Just kidding. It's always on the restart that they just seem to do that, and then we get up to speed, and then we're fine. Although we're going to be coming into this one a little shallow, so I'm going to have to pay attention to that. There we go. That worked out. Now we just have to get in front of Stewart. We'll use the draft to get it. Good run, good run, good run. Inside. Whoa, that was a huge move, and I barely touched it, so that was less than ideal. Oh, that's very much less than ideal. Big move cost us. I can't get down there now. But Stewart's here to give us the draft again. Hopefully we'll be able to suck up to him. Nope. Oh, wow. Wow, I did not realize that Martin had the room. When he started to come up, I'm like, am I in trouble?
Still there.
But I wasn't. All right.
Stay high.
We just gotta find our groove, you know? Let's see. Yeah. We're out here. We're fine. It's a lot of racing happening.
Still there.
Mark Martin really likes to just get just in front of us, and I don't like it. Ricky Rudd. Hold on to it. Hold on to it enough. Oh, Martin gets down and gets inside and gets the run on us. Dang it. Oops, sorry, Mark. Man, the car is just like, it's not too touchy. It's just the controls are super touchy for some reason right now.
Still there.
I got to come off the gas way early for them. I am not feeling it right now. We need to get into our own little groove. We need to start working on the inside, too. This outside crap is for the birds. It's for the birds, folks. Caw-caw.
Still there.
And now with Junior here, we're stuck on the outside. Junior! I'm gonna nudge you.
Still there.
If I can get a run with Marlin. Get on his inside.
Clear low.
Dude, I'm there.
Still there.
Like, I was off the gas completely, and that's what he decides to do? No, he deserves that. I don't even care. We'll see you after the caution. I'm there. You're going to drive down on me? I'm not doing that crap. It's not like I had a huge run. We're all running the same flipping speed, and he decides that he wants to coast down on me. That's completely on him.
Pace cars out.
Second place at the line.
Get set. The race is going green.
Oh, then they want to start me in third instead of second. We'll get that jump by downshifting. For you suckers! Except they'll all catch up to me coming out of 2. Maybe they will. Wow, Sterling Marlin with the huge run. He's taking Ward Burton with him pretty much. Side by side, Ward Burton and Jeff Gordon as we go down the backstretch into 3. I'm just going to try to push it a little bit, give us a little bit of a gap here. It's nice when we don't have the other cars to compete with, but we got a little tight coming out there. Didn't have a great entry. Able to stay in front of Marlin, though, block him from getting any kind of run around us. 91 left in the race. Haven't looked at how many laps we have in the car, to be honest. I've been so focused on racing. And we're tight from the contact. 13 left in the tank. All right, good to know as we hold the lead, but, you know, everyone's here with us. The whole gang came to party. All right. We don't have to go that slow. We can go probably near 180, maybe like 178-ish. We'll have to see.
All clear.
This corner I have to slow it down a bit more for, though. There we go. Here we go.
Car low. You're all clear.
Oh, we slowed way down for that one. Slowed way down for that one. Marlin running a very shallow line with Mark Martin. Jeff Gordon dropping back to 5th place now. Oh, we came into this one way too shallow. That's going to affect us. Marlin slowed down a bit there as well, though, as Mark Martin will take his inside and try to battle us for first place as he takes over 2nd place by a full car length.
Still there.
There we go.
You're all clear.
We get a better corner than Martin on that one. Get in front of him entirely. Looked like Mike Mack was on pit road with a blown engine or some engine trouble. He was smoking. Sterling Marlin, 3/10 back. Ward Burton has dropped off a bit. Jeff Gordon back up into 4th place as we still battle it out with Mark Martin here. Bad entry there. That's going to cost us as well, as Martin will take a run at our inside, but we get to his bumper before he can do it. That's going to keep us up here in 1st place for another lap. We're not running nearly what we did in qualifying. The damage on the nose from the hit to Ricky Rudd is really costing us. We'll battle it out as long as we can until we can get onto pit road to get that repaired. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more, well, rotatable when we do get onto pit road.
Car low.
Might get a good run on this outside here if we can hold on to it.
Car low.
Really nothing I can do but pinch him down. Ooh, we'll get a little bit of help from Marlin as Marlin gets up behind us. I'm not trying to run into Martin. It's just really sensitive on the straightaway like that. It sucks.
Still there.
I was trying to keep with him, but not bounce into him. It's not like we damaged him or ourselves for that matter. Martin does take the lead completely from us.
Still there.
Got a good run, but it's not going to matter here. We're probably going to lose it to Marlin as well.
Stay high. Still there.
Martin on the brakes, though. It's going to hold up Marlin a bit. Well, not on the brakes, but he's definitely came off the gas because we inched closer. Are we going to have enough room once we get to Martin?
Still there.
We'll give him a little push. It's not going to be enough.
Still there.
All right. Yeah, our 1 and 2 is not as good as theirs, but our 3 and 4 is better. A lot of that has to do with the damage.
Still there.
Just real tight. We get a nice run, though, here. We'll take the lead back. And look at us. That's a beautiful corner. With Martin on the outside, we get an even better run. Marlin will take the spot from Martin. And with 7 laps left in the tank, we're going to do a speed up for the first time this race. And we'll be back with you when we are getting onto pit road for the first time. I feel like we're going to pit this time around. Because if we don't, we're going to probably run out of gas. I was waiting to see when that was going to make that. Yeah, we're going to pit. Nope. 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 Wow. Well.
Carlo.
There they are. See how they fly up. They're like 180 miles an hour, and then they slam on the brake. Oh, I love that we got out in front of them. And it looks like we can get right on the track, which everybody does. You can see them behind us already on the track, but I was looking in the rear view to make sure nobody was coming up on me because it's right into this corner. We're good. Scariest thing about it ever is that this is also when cautions happen. We're all right, though. We got our rotation back. I like that. Came out basically in the same position. Well, obviously we're in first place. What I mean, same spots, distance or time-wise than we did before the caution. Or before our pit stop. Looking around to see. Everybody else should be pitting this time, I'd assume. Or at least in the next couple laps. I don't know. We weren't close to lapping anybody because of the caution to kind of reset everything. So I guess my expectation is that we're going to... Oh, there are not a lot of cars on pit road right now. So I don't know how they're getting that kind of gas mileage out of it, but all right. Or did they pit under caution when the caution came out? I did not pay attention to how many cars had pit under caution. So I guess it's possible that that's what happened also. We're not really driving away from Mark Martin, right? Or Sterling Marlin right now. Not really driving away from Mark Martin either, to be honest. Well, a little bit. That time. I haven't really pushed it hard. But I do know I can run a whole stint without losing my tires, so that's good. But we ran that first one hard. We are gaining on Hovel, and look there. It's a good... It's nice that they haven't pit yet, just because it gives me an opportunity to see how many laps or how fast we catch them, being the triple-digit cars in general. But when they pit, it's over. I don't know if we'll have any kind of competition with them. We're in 14th now, but it's just because they haven't cycled through, and they will cycle through in a handful of laps, so we'll just keep driving around like we are. I got the Roval on right now. It's Sunday. I also have Red Zone on my other monitor. I got all the sports on. That's right. Panthers got smoked basically by the Lions so far. Packers play tomorrow. Those are my two main teams. I don't know if I have explained it before. The Panthers, because I used to live in Charlotte, and I actually used to, they would come down to Boardwalk Billy's for Monday Night Football when they could, and you just end up meeting a bunch of the players, and they were always super cool and nice. When I moved out to Charlotte, I actually was not a Panthers fan until I had interactions with the players, and they were always really cool. So, anyway, having said that, so I always watch them and root for them. But I grew up in Wisconsin, Packer fan, for life. And then, of course, with Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, that story itself, I've kept an eye on. You watch Hard Knocks in that, and their coach Saleh and a bunch of the players. I explain this to people I talk to in real life, too. Basically, a lot of the Hard Knocks, a lot of them that I watch, like I watched the Raiders one year, and then I watched the Browns and the Cardinals. You really get into it, and of course, you kind of fade away after a while. The Browns probably, for me, was the most controversial one because there was so much going on with the Baker Mayfield stuff. When the season started, that team kind of fell apart, and I lost a lot of interest. I still watch them, but not like I used to. A lot of the reason why I watch the games I watch has to do with my fantasy football team. That, and I don't gamble. I'm not a good... It's not... With an addictive personality, it's just not a good thing for me to do. We're back in first place, by the way. But I hear that a lot of people, when they gamble, that also attracts them to watching other games. For me, it's, the players I have on all the other teams. And I'm interested in those players. And then, of course, you get interested. Like I was awake for I should say awake. That's kind of funny. It wasn't that early in the morning, but I was up and I watched the Jacksonville-Buffalo game. And I actually have Travis Etienne and Zay, not Flowers. You know who it is. You're yelling at the screen right now. Anyway, I have their receiver, and both of them had pretty good games. Well, Etienne had a great game. He had 41 points for me. So anyway, it draws that interest to the other games, which is fun. I look for any reason. There's teams, I've said it before and I'll say it again, there's less teams that I don't like than teams that I do like, one way or another. But the teams that I'm passionate about, Green Bay Packers, and then second would be Carolina Panthers. So, anyway, watching those games, have the race on to my left, as I got this ultra-wide monitor. So I keep kind of glancing over to get an idea of what's going on over there. Roval looks just like a train right now. Just a big, long train line. 12 laps left in our tank as we're catching lap traffic, and we've driven away from Sterling Marlin. But Mark Martin, in other news, has caught up to Sterling Marlin and is looking to challenge him in the next lap or so, if not the next couple corners. I was just making sure that I didn't do something stupid as I was going around that dude. Wow, I was going to say Echo, and it's not. It's Chris Enoch. That's why. The E got me. Now Martin and Marlin side by side as Martin has caught and passed Marlin by just a little bit. We continue our march around the track, putting them down 2.9 in 3 seconds behind us. And because of our wondrous pit rule, we've been able to just keep our car clean and on the track. It's going really well. Set left in the tank. We'll speed it up for the second time. This isn't a road course. We can speed these things up because the road courses It's either caution or action on those bad boys. Anyway, we'll speed it up and be back with you when we are pitting for our second time.
Car high. All clear.
We got one left in the tank, and
Yellow's out.
that's about the best thing that could have happened because I don't think that we had enough gas in the tank. I was not paying attention, and he never said I was low on gas. So thank goodness the caution came out. Sorry to hear it, McCabe, with a blown engine. But we'll pit under caution. We'll come out hopefully back in first place. The only bad thing about it is we lose everything that we have made. But, oh well. I'm just going to come off the gas right now. There's nothing,
Cars out.
no reason to do anything here. There we go. We'll pit and be back after the caution.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the
Here we
green
go.
flag.
I'm going to jump down right away.
Still there. Clear high.
I'm pushing Laguerre right now.
Car high.
Hold on.
Still there.
Slam on the brakes is to not run to the back of Burton.
Clear high. Car high.
Let me get into Enoch's draft to get in front of Burton there. There we go. Oh, this draft is actually going to help us out a lot, maybe.
Stay low. Still there. Car high.
There we go. Hold it. Oh, that was huge. That was a huge run. Trying to get into the draft up there. That's why I did that. It just wasn't really a big deal, to be honest. Halfway through the race. No damage from that whole thing. Sitting in second place. All these cars have to pit in a handful of laps. Wow, it was actually a really good lap. How did we drive such a good lap there? I'm very confused by that because we had to use our brakes. Probably because we just stayed on the inside the whole time and just used the brakes.
Still there.
But we got a drag race down the backstretch. Savoy and Wallace. Savoy gets the lead.
Clear high.
And a vehicle that pit under caution now leads the race as he is driving away from the pack that still has to pit. Didn't take too much time for Savoy to do it, folks. And we are excited for the 151 Toyota Camry. Self-sponsored this year, ladies and gentlemen. They are self-sponsored. Just looking to win this championship for the second time. They've got a commanding lead over Tony Stewart, but equally as important, they're aiming for 22 top fives. And I think 10 wins is the goal. They are on their way. What we got here? 15 in the tank. It's just not a lot going on right now, so why don't we just run an early speed up? Shorter videos aren't the worst thing in the world. Let's go ahead and speed it up until something happens. We'll be pitting this time around. We've got plenty of time behind us. 10-second lead. No reason to do anything crazy here. We're just going to coast it around until we get down onto the apron. Once we're on the apron, that's when we'll get on the brakes a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. That's just a better pit entry than the last time. We're good. We're on the track. We're safe. Rusty Wallace would have been first place. These other cars are not. Rusty has pit. So when he comes up behind us, that is the official second place for now. We do have to pit one more time. We're about to keep an eye on what's going on in front of us, of course. We should have some cars getting on pit road this time around, I would assume. Maybe not that many. Spychala, the only one? Interesting. Doesn't matter, all these other cars will have to pit, so we'll just keep on driving. Are we a lap down? I don't think so. Whoa, don't do that when you're going around a corner, right? No, we're 26 seconds back, so if a caution comes out, it doesn't matter either. There we go. We're starting to get the leaders pitting now. Yeah, we got a row of cars in front of us on pit road. That's pretty nice, moving us up into 7th place. Expect Park, Borland, and the top 4 above them to pit in the next couple laps as well. There was no saving enough gas to not have to pit the last time, so we just drove as hard as we could. And we'll continue to do so. Just because there's no reason not to. A lot more cars on pit road. Makes me happy. Sterling Marlin, we're back in first place. With Marlin and them on pit road, they are dropping back quite a bit. I didn't see any of them even driving off of pit road, so there goes Marlin, more than 10 seconds behind us. The cars that are behind us have to pit in not that many laps. So we're in a, unless they pit with 20 to go, we're in a pretty great spot here. Yeah, if they don't pit, if they can last another 7 laps, then it'll be interesting. But even so, this is after I pit that we're still in front of all these cars. So when they do pit, 7 laps or not, we're going to still have we'll have them down a lap. And then when we pit, they'll be right back up on us. So I'm praying that this goes green, to be honest, because we have it in the bag if it does. Maybe. Maybe. Keeping an eye on those laps, that's for sure. We are just driving away right now, and this doesn't bring a lot of excitement on the track for me or for you guys. Obviously, it's very exciting for me. We're leading with 25 to go. We've led most of the race. We've got a clean car. We had one incident where we were involved. Ricky Rudd came down. We were there. I mean, again, I'll say it again. We were there. We weren't flying up on him. We weren't barreling it into the corner. We were just there. And in fact, when he started to pull down, I thought, much like when Mark Martin did it, he was going to just sneak in front of us, but he didn't. And so there we go. Everything seems to be in order for now. We're going to go ahead and speed it up. And we'll be back with you when we are pitting for the last time in the race.
cars out.
Oh, yeah! We can pit for our last time. Looks like Chris Enoch coming off the wall real slow right now. That's what I'm going to think it is. I was just kind of counting it down, seeing, do I go with a full? Do I go with a partial? Do I just put 2 right sides on? How many tanks or how many cans do I put in? It does not matter because everyone's going to pit. Or everyone should pit. I might just put right sides on, though.
8 cars out.
And 12 laps left. I might only put as much as I need in. The cars in front of me, there is absolutely no possible way that they only took, or they didn't only take gas. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Dude, I'm like, you need to not be there. There we go. Got a big run with Mike Wallace in the draft. Get to his inside. There we go. We even get, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that registered. It was a solid hit on Laguerre. Side to side.
Clear high.
Nine to go. We're in the lead. Mark Martin is there. And he is not being contested by anybody that's a lap down or anything. Dale Jarrett's a lap down. Actually, that whole group, Rusty Wallace and all of them, would be a lap down as well based on what had transpired with them pitting and us not having to pit under green. We got very lucky there. Not that it mattered. I mean, we had a 15-second lead over second place. We had enough to do a full pit stop if they came in and only did gas. I mean, we were fine. So I don't think it was that big of a deal. But anyway, we did what we did. And we didn't, we did what we did, and we didn't have to worry about it, you know, in the end. I think regardless, this was us breaking the big track mold of us losing for obscure reasons. And here we are with 7 laps to go and having our best laps of the race. Doing a great job here. Team has done very well the whole race. And we've been able to come out with a big lead here, really. And now Dale Jarrett is going to hinder Mark Martin maybe for a little bit. We'll see what happens as we go into 3 and 4. Mark Martin decides to run high, which isn't going to help him. Looks like Tony Stewart's on the inside of Mark Martin trying to take that 3rd position, or trying to take the 2nd position as he's in 3rd right now. And the laps continue to wind down for us. You know, and in the Chevy, we waited for something to go wrong. And it wasn't... It's not Chevy as a manufacturer. I'm not talking trash about Chevy as the manufacturer of the game, or in the game, or anything. Our cars, our team, we're having issues, and they were really centered a lot around the mechanical issues of the car. We came in now with this Toyota Camry. We've had no issues at all. We've been able to put in some good work. And I think this will be out of 5 races, or 4. This is, yeah, out of 5 races, I believe we have 4 wins. So it's a big deal. We've got 5 to go. We've got a 1.4 second lead unless the car spontaneously combusts. Nothing's about to change. So we're going to go ahead and speed things up for the rest of the race. And we'll be back with you to enjoy the victory on the final lap.
turn 3.
All right, here we go. Last lap of the race. Mark Martin and Tony Stewart have dropped back to 4th and 5th place as Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. have moved up to 2nd and 3rd place. We can see him in our rear view. Not really, I didn't really try to drive it real hard. I started coming off the gas before we even got into the corner. I'm just driving the car, just chilling out. It's, we have the victory at hand. No reason to risk anything with the car. We'll take this car to the next mile-and-a-half track as we walk away with another victory. That is 2 in a row. That is excellent for the team overall. Fantastic job, again, by the 151 Toyota Camry team. Top 5 for the race: Tony Savoy, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Mark Martin, and Tony Stewart. Tony Savoy already first place in the standings, widened the margin between 1st and 2nd with a victory at Michigan. Tony Savoy with 9 wins this season now leads Tony Stewart by 250 points. That says it all. What we're looking at, we've got Stewart and Jeff Gordon in 3rd, Rusty Wallace in 4th, Sterling Marlin in 5th. In our next episode, we'll be taking the Toyota Camry out to Bristol. Now, we did win at Bristol with the Chevy Camaro. We're looking to repeat with the new car, new team. See what we can do in that next episode, folks. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'd like to take this time to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.